fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams, and on this channel we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt, but don't you fret, way more than half of that is our mortgage. Today we're doing our play and pay, which is when we play games to pay off our bills or fund our sinking funds. And you'll have to excuse my squeaky chair today. We have $125 here, so we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So we have 125. All right, so let's get started. We always start with the Faithful Dash, or this savings challenge from the Faithful Dash. It is our faith-based savings challenge. My husband and I believe in tithing. We cannot tithe as much as we would like to in our monthly budget, so we put our first fruits of this extra money to the tithing. I roll a 6-sided die. We put in 3 today. I'm going to grab $2 from here and grab a 5 so we don't run out of ones prematurely. So all together we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $58. This is turning out to be a pretty good saver. Then we move on to our 2026 challenge from Norlise Budgets. And the first go round, we always put in just $20. And then if we're able to come back around to it, then we put in more money. We'll put in a $5 bill. I'm trying to find a good marker. Let's do the silver one. Okay, I'll be right back while I color in 4 icons. Excuse me. There we go. Coloring on camera is not my favorite thing. All right, then we are going to move on to our very last round of Cartoon Classics by Pansy Budgets. And what we do on this one is there's different ways to play this game. I play it by continuing to put down cards until we have 4 in a row in any direction, and then I save the amount that is on the cards. So I'm looking for my calculator and I don't see it. That means my child has it somewhere. That's all right. Okay, we'll just move on. All right, so we have Looney Tunes for 4, Powerpuff Girls for 1, Bobby's World for 2, Scooby-Doo for 1, Rupert for 1, Hey Arnold for 1, we're getting all the low ones, and the Jetsons for 1, Animaniacs for 3, Inspector Gadget for 2. Okay, check really quick. We need Power Rangers, the Flintstones, or Madeline in order to get 4 in a row. And we got the Flintstones. Okay, so that's good. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's it, only 20? That's our lowest round yet. Let me just double count that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, 20. Wow, very cool. All right, so we have now finished this one. This is so exciting. All together, in our 6 rounds of playing this, we have saved 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, and 3. $163. That's going to car care. And woohoo! We finished it. That's amazing. So $163 is going to car care. I'm going to pull this out. And then, oops, you saw a challenge that we will get to eventually. I'm going to pull that one out, and then we're going to put in a new one. And let's clean this off. What's the new one we're going to use? we're going to use this one from me. This one, I believe I have these on my Etsy, or my, not Etsy, my Ko-fi. They're not this big. I did resize them after I printed this. So, but each of these is $4, so we will save $60. So we will keep that out here, and maybe we'll even get back to it when we do our rotation. All right, and then we go to this Chicka Chicka Boom Boom one from What's Poppin' Sunshine, and we will scratch right here. All right, so we have 3 and a 9. You can barely see that 9. So that gives us 12. There we go. And we will move on. So we get to put in another $5 into our 2026 savings this week. So that is fun. This one I am excited to finish, because I just feel like every time we save for our emergency fund, we always have to use it. All right, then we have, oh no. All right, then we move on to Let's Pay It Off, the story of my student loan debt by, sorry, they all got out of order, by Mint Doko, and she made all these really cute cards. And what I do is there's 8 cards. I roll an 8-sided dice so we know which card we're going to use. And that is not an 8-sided dice. That is a 12-sided dice. And 2, number 2. Ooh, we haven't scratched on number 2 yet, so this will be exciting. I think this is so funny. Every single card has a crying dollar bill on it, and it's like literally the story of student loans, where these this money is going to school, and then on one of the very last bonuses, it's graduation, and then it's working a job. All right, so that's 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and we're going to move on. Move these off to the side. And now we're working on this from Norley's Budgets. It's a scratcher on one side, and I'm using a roll and save on the back. And we roll 2 6-sided die, and we have a 5 and a 4 for 9. And if I have a dollar back here, which I do, we're going to put in a 10. Okay. Now we're going to start a new one from the Blessed Daisy Budgets. This is a color and save. Each of these icons is equal to $5. So we're going to roll a 4-sided die to see how many icons we are going to color in and how much money we will save today. So we have, that's a 3. So we have 5, 10, 15, and I don't want to color them because this is not cardstock and I don't want to go through my paper. So I'm just going to cross them off. So 5, 10, and 15. I know that's not as satisfying and exciting, but that's what I'm going to do. Then we move over here to Reynolds Budgets, and that says a bit of a mess, but doing my best, which I really feel like is totally me in this season I'm in right now. So that's a 2 and a 3 for 5. And if you're wondering why I am scratching more than one, it's because if it's under 4, I roll again, or if it's 4 and under, I roll again. Just so I can kind of keep things moving along, this is a 1. So this comes from Buttercup Budgets, 1 and 4. So 1 and 4 is 5. And I already did that. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do a 1 and a 5, and we're just going to put in $6 because I don't want to mess with that, and it'll be fine. Oh, okay. So here's this one. So what I said is we were going to roll a 4-sided die, and we're going to see how much we're putting in. $1 or 1 leaf thing for $4. And actually, because that's under 4, we're going to go again for 2 more. So So 4, 8, 12. That's a good way to start. All right. We are back at Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. We don't have too much money left. I think I have $10. Let's see what we got going on here. You can't see that, but that's a 1. So I scratched again and I got a 10. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a $1 IOU. We're going to use this IOU from Saving with Sam that I was previously going to use on my Wizarding Wednesday, but then we didn't really need it anymore because I had the money. And I still have $1 that from our Wizarding Wednesday box that I could put in here, but I don't really want to. I want to keep those for my Wizarding Wednesday box. So we will just put that right there. All right, let's see what we got going on. Ooh, my lamination's coming off. All right, let's see how much we put in here. We put in $3 to the Faithful Dash. We're putting in $25 to our 2026 savings, which means we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 290, or 190, sorry. 290 would mean we were done. We're putting in $8 into our story of our student loan debt. And so altogether, we have 20, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, and 2. So we have $62 for that one. We put in $9 into our Norlease Budgets Roll and Save. It looks like I put in 10 because remember I took $1 out. So we have 20, 40, 50, 65, 66. We put in $15 into our new Color and Save by the Blessed Daisy Budgets. We put $5 into our rental budgets, bit of a mess, but doing my best. So we now have 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, and 3. We put in $6 into Don't Worry Be Capy by Buttercup Budgets. So we are now at 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So we have $14 left. Yep. So that's fun. We put $12 into our new one by me. Everything should be dry now. My envelopes are getting pretty nasty. We put 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and $22 with an IOU into our Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, which means we now have 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have $44. Would be 45 if I had that dollar. Actually, let's take this right here, do this, and do this. And I'm going to put, where did we end? We ended here. I'm going to put the clip right here so that we don't forget about the IOU. But we won't do that one. We'll just come right back up here. Okay, cool. And then we finished one, so we get to put it into our binder. All right, so we have car care right here. So we have 163. 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 163 we're adding. So we should now have 283. That is so fun. $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 1, 2, and 3. 283 for car care. That's so good. All right, my friends. Well, that's all I got for this week. I hope that, oops, sorry, I bumped you. I hope that next week you come join me for a cash stuffing on Monday, and we will continue our Wizarding Wednesdays and our plan pays. We got to get these bills and these sinking funds paid, my friends. All right, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.